Court's adjourned until tomorrow in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial as lawyers representing the fifth suspect accused the National Prosecuting Authority of denying their client a fair trial. His advocate, Zandile Mshololo, saying her client could have entered a different plea if the state had made the second docket's existence known earlier. That docket implicates people who were in the house when Meyiwa was murdered, including Kelly Khumalo, her sister Zandi, Meyiwa's two friends, and Longwe Twala. The attorney TT Thobane, who's acting on behalf of accused number 1 to 4, says the NPA has changed its tune on the docket. Our reporter Linda Mnisi in court for us. Linda, good afternoon to you. These are arguments that are coming from the defence. Lawyers, I would imagine they're quite difficult for the prosecution to respond to.
Indeed, Stephen, it seems the 375 docket is coming back to haunt and continues to haunt the state, given the fact that they did not only deal with it adequately, but also the failure to disclose initially right before the trial started and right before the accused, before this matter pleaded, has come back to haunt them. Because you'll remember when Advocate Mshololo, representing accused number 5, asked for a lengthy postponement, it was to peruse over this docket, right, to get a sense of what exactly it contains. And she comes back today with an application for a special entry. This is in terms of Section 317 of the Criminal Procedure Act, saying that the irregularities, it basically deals with the irregularities in the particular proceedings, in these particular proceedings, saying that her client was denied access to this information, crucial information. She goes as far as delving into how far, the evidence that is contained into the docket, saying that there are statements that were made by, for example, the likes of Sergeant Musia, a second statement that he made that seemingly, contradicts his initial statement in the case that is before this court. She goes on, in fact, to make reference of another statement that was deposed by the late Brigadier Ndlovu. You'll remember he is the brigadier that was amongst those who were first on the scene, directing Sergeant Musia on what evidence to collect. It seems that docket contains, his statements as well, given, of course, that he won't be able to come and testify before this court. So Advocate Mshololo making this application, saying that it is for the trial, for the appeals court to note it down, to note it down as an irregularity that happened in this particular case. She says that had they had this information earlier, before they pleaded, they probably would have pleaded a lot differently.
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much indeed for that live update from the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial.